God I beg, we no hate Nigeria. Now suffering make us run leave home. If things good, who no one stay with him family? I dey pray every day, I dey pray every night. God I beg, give us Peter Obi. I need better Nigeria, because I don't tire for strange land. I won't go back Nigeria, I won't go back my homeland. I won't plant cassava, I won't plant cocoa. Even if I won't go back Nigeria. South Africa chase me, Kenya they call me scam, Ghana they call me names like say I no be human. Dubai no gree visa, my passport they suspect. Embassy they reject us before them hear us talk. Every border now questioning, every airport now shame. Any small thing will happen, now Nigerian them blame. I know I hide my accent, I know I fake my name. I want travel with respect, make green passport get fame. I dey pray every day, I dey pray every night, I dey pray every night. God I beg, give us Peter Obi. I need better Nigeria, because I don't tire for strange land. I won't go back Nigeria, I won't go back my homeland. I need a road to save, so I fit transport my goods. No kidnappers for highway, no fear inside the bush. I need stable electricity, make business feel move. No more generator noise, no more darkness every day. For my village, my land again. No, they fight again. I won't wake, yeah, birds singing, not gunshots every night. I want with my 2 eyes closed, without fear for my life. Yeah. Everything too expensive, food don't cost too much. House rent, young people salary no they enough. Dollar they rise every day, naira they fall non-stop. Small business they collapse, people no feature. Parents they suffer, train children, no fee help back. Many youth they run abroad because future they black. But if Nigeria better, I won't run, because home na home, no place past your own. I miss mama cooking, I miss village moonlight, I miss staying outside with my people at night, I miss speaking my language without people laughing, I miss my own people, I miss where I belong. Some they wash plates for overseas, some they sleep for room, some they work 3 jobs daily just to send money home. Many hide from police, many they overstay visa, many graduates they suffer for country where no be their home. Some die for desert road, some drown inside sea, some drown inside sea, searching for better life, because home no free. God I beg, remember us, hear the cry, we they cry, make Nigeria rise again, so your children fit return. Hey, I dey pray every day, I dey pray every night, I dey pray every night. God I beg, give us Peter Obi. I need better Nigeria, because I don't tire for strange land. I won't go back Nigeria, I won't go back my homeland. I won't plant cassava, I won't plant cocoa. Even if I won't go back Nigeria. We no hate Nigeria. Our suffering push us come out. One day we go come back home with pride. One day, Nigeria, go better. Amen.
All right, people. How na day? I am back again for another session. As election day happen, we need to keep it coming bumper to bumper. So we're going to jump right into the videos right away. So a lot has been happening, so I can only bring you so much. Hey, Nigeria, God abeg. Hey, Omo. It's bumper to bumper. I have never seen a thing like this before. I don't know. This is wild. Every day is one thing after the other, No rest. No rest. Tinubu say he enemies, he say he no go rest. That's what it means. That's what Tinubu says. Anyway, so let me quickly bring you these quick videos and we can go through what we need to go through. When I listen to this man.
I've said in my area council, it's either you're doing APC or leave the area council. I'm not answering it's confidence I'm saying. You know why? I cannot have minister and president doing for us what they are doing. Then on the day of election, you now come and say you want to match me. I will not do it. I will not do it. Is that you are with us? I've said in my area council.
Hey, this is what I asked Malam earlier. So anyway, obedience are ready for them. Not believe them. Nobody get monopoly of Chris. All right, let's take this video, this clip.
It's not a poor country. Nigeria is poor because those of us who are leaders are stealing the wealth of Nigeria and driving Nigeria into poverty. We can decide Nigeria is poor today because of a productive country. Somebody came here and talked about hunger. Yes, today, Nigeria is one of the hungriest countries of the world.
Yep.
We got worse in the past 3 years, where we now move from where we are to 109 in the hungriest country. Some of you might not know that in the past 2 years, Ukraine that is at war gave us grain to fight hunger. We are hungry because Nigeria is not a productive country.
Yep.
If we decide today to invest in critical areas of development, which include putting people out of poverty, by investing in agriculture, we can make more money from agriculture than we make from oil. Countries are doing it, and I'm going to use 1, 2, 3 countries around us to show example. Today, our most staple food is rice. Nigeria produces less than 10 million tons of unmilled rice. A tiny country like Bangladesh produces 60 million tons of unmilled rice, almost 10 times what Nigeria will produce. Bangladesh side is 148,000 square kilometers. That is the size of Bangladesh. That is the size of our 2 biggest states. Niger State at 76.3 and Borno at 70.8. Put together is 147,000. So these 2 states are about the size of Bangladesh, and Bangladesh have 170 million people. It's heavily dense. So we have the space. Today, we are having problems with Borno State. Sambisa Forest. Sambisa Forest is a land occupying area of 60,000 square kilometers. That's 3 times the size of Israel. Israel is exporting food. Israel is 2,000 square kilometers. If you times it by 3, 66. We have one state that is distant. We can produce food. But people don't want us to produce food.
No, they don't.
We can go on and on. Ethiopia is exporting tea, coffee. Everybody.
Okay, so when I said I built that road, I built this road, I built this primary school, I built that primary school. So what is your experience?
What is your experience, Omoye? What? Tell us. What have you done in your state?
I have been at most people from Alambra, some people from Alambra are here. Thank you. Doctors we have strike for 13 months. The only thing doctors have never said is why the rest of strike. If anybody can tell me why doctors went on strike, then I defend it. When I became governor, there was no single school of nursing accredited in Anambra State. And University Department teaching hospital, and hospitals are not accredited. And I've started after several months to deal with our doctors. When I put money in general hospitals, they transfer it to somewhere else. And I decided, wait a minute, and I decided I'm going to work with the agencies, schools owned by the churches, hospitals owned by the churches, and everything. And I started funding them like the EAU and everything. The churches said, I'm supporting private sector. And we had a disagreement. If the doctors were very effective, in 13 months, there was no mass death. That means something is missing. Because after 13 months, we are still alive. Okay. And they were strike. Today, go to Anambra State. We have the highest number of schools of nursing, midwifery, and any other state. We have 3 teaching hospitals. 3 teaching hospitals from our own university teaching hospital to EAU, to Omoye, they are teaching hospitals today. Because of that decision and two. So it's very simple. If I get into government, anytime the sectors will annoy, okay. If annoying them means that we will do well, okay. We will do that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Government are allowing the rascality to continue. Otherwise, we have law. And nobody is above the law anywhere. Otherwise, any person who is stronger than government, go to people go to me and do it. They will arrest him. But they are here causing confusion. The question of ethnicity, we don't have ethnic or religious problem. It is politicians that are dividing us. Not try to find bread cheaper. Not try to find food cheaper. It's politicians that are dividing us. Because we don't want to be divided. And finally, all is fair in politics. Yes, all is fair in politics. Because when people are breaking the rules and everything, today in Nigeria, we have a situation where we are saying, what is our qualification to be president? None of you know.
No.
What is qualification to be president of Nigeria or governor?
Nobody
knows.
It's in the Constitution.
No, it's in the Constitution. Our own National Assembly said that forgery is not an offense in the electoral matter. Our own assembly said that nothing is. So when we have a case of where we the leaders, a case of where lunatics have taken over the asylum,
yep,
and decided to cancel all laws that makes it work. So all is fair because that's what we need to sustain the rascality.
That's right. All is fair. You don't come out everything. Like, hey, everything goes. Okay?
Kíntín tábúrò Sàtì Ògùgò sọ fún mi nígbà tí wọ́n sick kó tó di pọ́kú. Ṣùgbọ́n kí n tó reveal there, let me review something that is more shocking than that. ṣé ẹ jẹ́ bìlífù pé bí gbogbo èyí ṣe tóbi tó kò sí one radiotherapy center tó jẹ́ ti Lagos state government.
Michael, bro, welcome.
Àti ìwọ tó support, àti ìwọ tó wà against, àti ìwọ tó
you.
jókòó sórí fẹ́ǹsì nípa good governance àti good health sector ní Nàìjíríà. Ẹ rí pé gbogbo wa ti kú. Òkú ni wá ta kọrin, orí wa ò pé. Now tó o bá mọ nǹkan tí radiotherapy jẹ́ kí n sọ fún ẹ. In every kind of cancer àbí type of cancer táwọn èèyàn face, over 50% of them will need radiotherapy or radiation treatment at a point. Ká má wá rí ẹyọ kan tó jẹ́ ti Lagos state government, where is the center of excellence? Èyí tó wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìlútù ló wà ti federal government, in partnership with ṣe NSIA àbí nǹkan, àti èyí tó jẹ́ ti private nìkan. Where is the center of excellence? Ṣé ẹ rí tó kù lẹ́lẹ́jà ń tà ni? Tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ lùtù, tẹ́ ẹ bá rí àwọn tó ní di radiotherapy, bó ṣe máa ń kíw, àná àbíamọ ṣe yín. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹ ti kú tán gbogbo wa àti
Hey, Madam Lou, welcome.
Maybe it's because of the eye. You need to heal. Pèrè ní olórí burúkú ni ẹ. Béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn tá a jọ lọ sọ́sù. Mo ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ látàrí yunifásitì. Ṣóyè ìgbà ayé Jonathan lọ́wọ́ videos mi mo sọ̀rọ̀. Ìgbà ayé Buhari mi ò dákẹ́. Ìgbà ayé Tinubu mi ò tú kẹ́nu rọ̀. Ṣóyè so bóyá o ṣe mọ̀ olórí burúkú yín tí ń bá ṣe fídíò pẹ̀lú pikin go viral tí ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa how we need good governance ní Nàìjíríà kò ní lọ anywhere, kò ní ra engagement, kò ní rí share. Ọ̀run yàbọ̀ kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹnìkan. Mi ìmọ̀ kó máa kàn mí tí mo fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ sókè. Ṣóyè yín kò sẹ́ni tí ó lè kàn. Now nǹkan tábúrò Sàtì sọ fún mi, tábúrò Ògùnkù sọ fún mi. In fact wọ́n ní bàbá ìfúnra wọn ló pe àwọn. Wọ́n ní fúnra àwọn làwọn délé wọn. Wọ́n jẹun lọ́wọ́ báyìí táwọn tún jọ ń dá wàdà. Common ìfúnpá yín lè fẹ́ gàdí ẹja lọ sí hospital. Ká lọ ṣe kinní kan. Lọ́ṣẹ̀ àwọn tẹ́sì ìgbà tó máa tó after some weeks lọ pé àwọn nǹkan ṣe mí wọ́n ní mo ní stage 4 cancer. Bọ́rọ̀ àìsàn ṣe rí nìyẹn kò ń sọ fún èèyàn. Olórí burúkú ara ẹ máa tẹ̀lé wọn kiri, máa pariwo wọn kiri, máa bù wọn sọ pé kó ṣe nǹkan tó tọ́. Ìgbà tó bá kàn ẹ́ wọn ò ní rí ẹ. Wọn ò ní rí ẹ òṣèlú ọ̀ràn ọ̀yàn. Kò sí radiotherapy center ẹyọ kan tó jẹ́ ti Lagos state government ìyẹn tó lẹ́kún. Kí là ń gbé kiri, kí là ń wá kiri. Ó tó kó sunkún ara ẹ. Ó tó kó sunkún ara ẹ wèrè. Sọjí.
If they like, they're here. If they like, they're not here. We are moving forward regardless.
Is that the state, which should be the richest state in Africa, has millions of its tens, scores of millions of its people living in poverty and underdevelopment, when its mineral wealth, its oil wealth, gas wealth is so gigantic. Everybody in Nigeria should be a millionaire, everybody. So why are they not? They are not because the successive regimes that have ruled in Abuja have been corrupt criminals, and none more so than the aged kleptocrat Tinubu, who is currently sitting there now, having his country threatened by a tin pot Donald Trump, on the basis that this Boko Haram has not been finished. Why is it not being finished? A state as mighty as Nigeria ought to have been able to crush these ISIS, Al-Qaeda forces that murder at will in Nigeria, Muslims and Christians. Long ago, if Nigeria had a proper state, a proper government, it would have been able to crush these insurgents, and everybody in Nigeria would have a far better life than they currently have, and therefore there would be no water for these fish, these toxic fish of these extremist organizations to swim in.
NDC blessing stubborn people they sign this now.
Yep.
People when they are here too no agree. They give APC aura for aura.
Now so
energy for energy. I don't know say that meeting when they do for Japa Road yesterday when Senator Ofioma Agege come visit. So I don't know say they don't first go scatter their canopy. APC political talk don't come there, cause scatter their canopy, scatter everything, say they no go hold the meeting. But when NDC they boss out, they say that meeting must hold. And truly, the meeting hold. See the video here now. See the meeting here. The meeting hold well. This by my left, so now the other one where they take this picture in the so now they take scatter all their canopy, but they don't still agree. NDC, this election go sweet, oh, it go tough and it go sweet. Share this video. This is not the way to go. We don't pass all these politics of toggery and to the scatter things up and down. We don't pass that level. We don't go kill ourselves because of anything politics. Kill our brothers because of politics. That level don't pass. Stay. Make we don't bring a comeback. I beg. Make we don't bring a comeback. That politics of to the kill ourselves. We don't bring a comeback. You know go work. I beg. We don't have lost our brothers and sisters. Where I beg. I beg who your people. I beg. Thank you very much. Share the video.
Aura for aura. Oh.
Dirty December is cancelled in Nigeria. So if you have a memo, now you're getting it. So please, if you're a Nigerian in diaspora, you're an African in diaspora, you're an American, you're a European, you have always heard about the Dirty December, the culture of Dirty December. Please, this year it is cancelled in Nigeria. Why, you might ask? It's simple. Because the Nigerian people are not in a festive mood this year. We are actually in the mood of salvaging our country from the hands of daredevil criminals. And so you might ask why and how. The answer or the reason is simple. The government of the current administration that have been destroying our country for the past 3 years and the party that have been destroying the country for the past 12 years decided to bring the presidential elections that we always have in the month of February and March, as the case may be, to January. Knowing fully well that Nigerians always travel from different parts of the country, probably to their bases in December, and spend time with their family and their loved ones during the festive season. So what did they do? They brought the elections to the second week of January, fully well knowing that many Nigerians will still be back home or be planning to go back after spending a whole lot of time, energy, and everything in the festive season. And so therefore, that's why myself and like-minded Nigerians, so many Nigerians have come out and said that this year, there is no Christmas in Nigeria. We are postponing Christmas this year. We can always celebrate Christmas. We can postpone this Christmas till next year and celebrate it as a double Christmas, as the case may be. But one thing we cannot afford to do is allow Bola Ahmed Tinubu and this gang of crooks in APC come back to power. So when you hear people like Wike coming out and say that election have already been won, have already been concluded, this is exactly the plan. They already know that they believe in their mind that Nigerians cannot make this sacrifice. Nigerians must go and flex. Nigerians, when we go and flex, look at what is happening across the country right now. There's a shutdown of roads. People are spending 4 days on federal highways. Imagine how it's going to be during the festive season. People will spend 10 days on the highway. And I already know, we already know that the plan is to make sure that as January comes, things will get so close. There will be probably fuel scarcity. There's going to be a hijack in prices of commodities. Transportation will be so extremely expensive that to return back home will be a problem. And so therefore, this is going to disenfranchise millions of voters that are meant to vote. So please, if you get this message, it is for you to pass it on to other Nigerians. Nigerians, for once, let us be selfless as a people. Christmas will always come and go. Salah will always come and go. Dirty December will always come and go. What will not come and go is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because Bola Ahmed Tinubu, like cancer, does not come and go. You doubt me? Look at Lagos. For the past 26 years, he has been a de facto governor of Lagos. He has refused to come and go. And the same format is what they want to do at the center of power today. So please, guys, if you understand the urgency of what we have to do to salvage our country, please elevate this conversation. Take it out there, amplify it. Let Nigerians know there is no dirty December this year. We are saying no to Christmas this year. Nobody go buy. Nobody will die if you don't celebrate Christmas this year. If you're coming from diaspora and you don't have a PVC, fine and good, you can go and do dirty December. But if you have a PVC as a Nigerian, please, no traveling this year. Stay back in your base, wherever your PVC is, please stay back. For any reason whatsoever, stay back. Because if you travel, this government will do all they can possible to make sure you do not return back to vote. These are the informations we're getting, and it's important Nigerians start strategizing and planning accordingly. Never in our history have we voted in January up until Tinubu came to power, because he knows he has failed. And the only way they can rig the next election is to make sure that they start all these gimmicks right from the voting date. So please, pass this message if you see it out there. No 30 December this year. Let us fix and save our country. Next year, January, we have a date with destiny to take back our country from the hands of these plunderers and put it to the hands of the people. We have wasted 12 years with APC. We cannot further waste extra 4 years, which is going to make it 16 years of our lives wasted. No good roads, no electricity, no lights, insecurity, poor economy, more hardship, more poverty. Nothing is working in 12 years of our lives. We cannot continue this trajectory. APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu must go in 2027. And it starts by every Nigerian of the PBC sacrificing to say, I won't travel this December. I will stay back in my base, mobilize my people.
I don't hear the cocoa of the message. That's what they happen for us now. SARS still they learn. Okay. All right.
I think I will go with the vast majority. They want to know the impact on their lives. And let's face it, the impact of this governance on the citizens in the last 4 years has not exactly been pleasant. No matter what anybody will tell you about micro statistics and so on.
Professor, why is it so difficult for any candidate to present their results and their certificate from primary school to university and like they claim they have it? Why is this so difficult? Why is it that we've had candidates that the result they presented many years ago, the school they listed many years ago, is no more commensurate with today? Why is this so difficult? And these people want to lead other people. And these people claim they did well in school. Why is it so difficult for them to present any legal paper that shows their history in another country of the world as a personal dedication to the Nigerian people they want to lead? Why is it so difficult? It's not about the results. It's not about the certificate. It's about the honesty to present it forward. That's what we are asking here. Why is it so deep? Because see, that is more critical than any national debate on subsidy or anything you want to have. If somebody that want to lead a nation can present his past, his history without a prompting, he goes to court to defend the releasing of his past and history. We say we have a country. What kind of country do we have there? We don't have a country. We have a joke. Why is it difficult, sir? That's the question here.
Like I said, yeah, let me answer you as best as I can. Obviously, your question is best directed at the candidate, but as an ordinary citizen, I will tell you why is it difficult. It's difficult because of the nature of politics we prepare. we play. That's number one. Number two is all about the leadership selection process, that all kinds of people can come in and aspire for the highest leadership. Dr. Abati talked about China. China, by the time you get to that point, everything is known about you. There is nothing to hide. You are filtered through the process, through the selection process. We don't have it here. Our politics and many other things about us are always flexible. You can bend things. It's all about us. It's all about me. And if you look at the country and what is going on, no institution is going straight. You can ask similar questions about the judiciary. So many people have filtered through the process with fake, let me say, credentials in general. Why is it difficult? Because that is the politics we play. That is the nature of the leadership process. I'm not saying it's right, it's totally wrong, and we're not getting it right. But the point is, if you go through all the national institutions, all our processes, you will find this from the household to the top, that we simply plan against ourselves. We are simply flexible in our demands for accountability. Things are so dynamic that we can change. There are no standards, and there are no standards because we do not demand standards.
Okay,
so anybody can come and present things.
Prof,
Yeah.
one quick question for you, and very
Yes,
brief answer. And I go back to the question I asked earlier.
Yes.
There's nowhere in the Constitution of Nigeria, Section 318, the interpretation section of Section 131, says that the president of Nigeria or anybody else, you don't need to have more than school set or its equivalent. What the Constitution asks for is a substantive evidence that you even tried to go to school. It does not ask for documentary evidence. If the president, APC candidate, says, okay, I have a degree, there's nowhere in the Constitution where he is compelled to provide primary school evidence or secondary school evidence. So how do you go around that? People saying we must see the documentary evidence. The Constitution does not ask for documentary evidence. Can we import into the Constitution what it does not ask for?
Is there any place that somebody that presented a document in 1999 can change the document in 2026?
Very briefly, sir.
Is there any way
Very briefly,
that the Constitution
please.
says that, sir?
Very briefly, sir.
The Constitution is supreme.
1999 document, you
It's
change
only
it
what it
today.
asks for.
All right, let's
Is there
allow
any way?
Professor
Is there
Baba
any way?
answer the
Professor,
question.
answer that.
Professor, please, very briefly, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, no, the certificate is not as important as the story itself. It has to be straight, it has to be consistent. If it is not, there is a problem.
Thank you.
If it's not consistent, there is a problem.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
So
Prof. Thank
again,
you, sir.
just to we emphasize that it's from what your submission is, it's beyond his academic history. It's about integrity. It's about accountability. The people knowing who it is that they are voting for come elections. Well, let's take a short break now. Thank you so much, Professor. When we return, we'll have Roto Sudiri to give us.
Hey!
Watch this video. Let me tell you something.
Now, we all know how APC came about by several parties coming together. Several parties coming together to form the APC. Now, my question goes to the...
What has it got to do with the question? Appears. That means you've been living off of government money, nothing to show. 40 years. Eh? not the flex. Bam, bam. You don't even win it. You rigged it. Oh, it has disappeared. Okay, let me refresh. So you guys are not seeing it. Let me just see. Okay. Oh boy. Now the connection thing they mess up. Let me remove it. You can't hear? You guys cannot hear me? Can you guys hear me now? We're going to start the video over. Can you see the video now? Okay, so the video is on now. Okay, can you see the video? I'm going to start it over again. Okay, okay, thank you very much. So let me start it over.
Watch this video. Let me tell you something.
Now, we all know how APC came about by several parties coming together. Several parties coming together to form the APC. Now, my question goes to Your Excellency, Mr. Rotimi Amechi. You made bold to say that Mr. Showore cannot win the presidential election. With all due respect, I also make bold to say that, with all due respect, sir, you also cannot win the presidential election. Why can't all of you come together to have one party? Okay. Because we know that Mr. Peter Obi is the most popular of all the candidates here. So why can't you come together and give him the support to go against the status quo? Thank you very much.
Now, I wish I didn't let you ask. I can't win the election. You know why I wanted to ask where he comes from? Where he comes from will give you the reason why he's asking the question. But again, among the opposition, the Atiku Amechi ticket appears to be the brightest. If you look in this hall, I'm the politician. Don't shout. Most of you either be in court or waiting for court cases. I'm the politician. I've been a politician since the age of 22. I'm 61 today. So imagine 40-something years ago. Now, we have discussed coalition. So I'm surprised he's bringing it back. I will say to him, we are working hard. We need him on board to ensure that Atiku Amechi ticket wins the election.
You see, one thing about Rotimi Amechi is that he lives in illusion. And one thing he fails to understand is that power has changed hands. And also time has changed. He quickly reminded that guy that he has played politics for about 44 years. He started at the age of 22 and today he's 61. The question is, what have you done in these 44 years in politics?
Bam.
This same pride was what happened to him when the presidential candidate of NDC, P2B, left ADC. Amechi, people were telling Amechi, Atiku Abubakar is a master of primaries. He has won primaries over 6 times, or he has contested primaries about 6 times for president. And he knows how he manipulates the system just to win. Amechi said, oh, I have the capacity. I'm also a qualified, politician and contestant. I have been a speaker in Rivers State. I was governor for 8 years. I was minister for 8 years. What happened? A man who has only been vice president defeated him. So it is not, I don't know what he feels in his head. He does not want to see reasons. Optimism for optimism's sake is shared optimism. You cannot continue to be positive when there is nothing to be positive about.
Bam.
You just want to go with pride till you go and fail. The same thing that Bola Ahmed Tinubu did to you before 2023 election. You went, you were contesting. You lost primaries to him. It's true that you tried, you came second, but that was not enough. So Everybody understands that
It's breaking.
one of the greatest way of defeating.
Is it breaking? Is it breaking? It's not, it's the connection. No, I don't know. The heat is super hot. I don't know the heat they affect them. I don't know. I remember let me confirm. Yes, it is. Huh. Hey, Willie. But you guys can hear me clearly, Sha. Abby? Yeah, I'm listening to it I'm trying to listen to it on the other phone. On my other device. Let me see. My goodness. Okay, I think it's the heat is really affecting a lot of things because it's been ridiculously hot. So I can understand why that can be happening. Let me see. I just want to test something first. I see. Let me try it. Okay, let me try it. Let me just
Tinubu today is by coalition of opposition. But Amechi, the way we are talking now, he will not listen. He doesn't want to listen to any argument. He doesn't want to listen to any reasoning. What appears in his head is how he's going to defeat Bola Tinubu. Who told you will defeat Bola Tinubu? Who told you that Nigerians believe in you enough to vote you against Bola Tinubu? What did you do under President Muhammadu Buhari? You used our country. You borrowed money from different places, including China, only to build rail from Nigeria to Chad or Niger. Who lives there? How does that bring economic prosperity to Nigeria? The only thing it has succeeded in doing is creating a path for people, more bandits to come into the country. Why should we vote you for president or even for vice president? We are telling you that you don't start the child. The only thing that is fooling his head now is how to divide the vote of opposition. You cannot live in pride. If you do, you will crash.
Let me refresh it. It's very choppy. It's very clear on my side. I'm sorry. It's very clear.
Whether you believe it or not, even yes, Wike will continue to beat you hands down in River State till tomorrow. It's not because Wike is loved by the people, no, but because this kind of politics you understand how to play, which is politics of the politics of crush and crash. Wike plays it better than you. So if you truly want a better Nigeria, you need to, put your ego in your pocket and support P2B. Because what we know is that you just want to take over from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And your administration with that of Tinubu as your president and you as vice is not going to be anything different from what we are experiencing today from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I can beat my chest and say it. You've been speaker, what happened? You've been governor, what happened? As a minister, what happened? Why should we trust you? Come and give us your scorecard.
Okay. I don't know why. Okay.
But I don't enjoy when ambition is always about self and not necessarily about the collective good of everyone. And so this individual to date, of course, you see what's happening about the FBI saying, oh, we will
Yes.
release this information. I mean, how do you be the president of a nation, the largest black nation in the world, and you are the president and you don't live a transparent life? I mean, what would you expect from a man who fake bishops? What would you expect from a man whose entire life is
They
fueled
claim
on-
they didn't fake any bishop.
I mean, we saw it. We saw it. I mean, there are things that we wouldn't want to talk about, claims or whatever thing, because APC, I mean, how did they get into power? They got into power with too many propagandas. There are stories about how they got Jonathan. If that is what opposition is, it doesn't make sense. And in the words of Peter Obi, whatever democracy has to be that you must make sure that the opposition thrive. Right? Opposition is the beauty of democracy.
Obviously.
And so you have this person who is concerned about stifling opposition and doing everything that he can do to make sure that his state's capture. Right. And so he got into Lagos, took advantage of the political naivety, and then everybody likes to call him the Jacobin, the strategist. I mean, They say it's some title, but it sounds to me like a mafian style of leadership.
No, verse
And
so
mafians
manager
really
like this. I
are
don't know
people
what's
who say
going
to
on.
you that all is fair in
Left,
politics, and that's something
the only
very
thing
funny. You
left
know what I
to do
mean?
is to shut it
So
down.
when you say all is fair in politics, it means that you don't have the human angle to politics. It's always about him. It's always about his pocket. It's always about him instituting a cartel to continue to.
Yeah. I'm very sorry, guys. I think we have to. Can you guys wait so I can shut the whole thing down and restart? Because it's still choppy. I don't know what's going on. If you guys don't mind it, if you can manage it like this, let me see if you guys. What do you guys think? Okay, we'll continue while I wait for your responses.
Follow through whatever stuff that he did. But Lagos wasn't better. He made Lagos worse. He ruined Lagos. Right. I mean, the answers are all there. The Yoruba people are people who are very minded people, value minded people. They are people who are very receptive to everyone and all of it. But you see what we currently have in Lagos today.
His supporters will tell you that he was one who urbanized Lagos, made Lagos more have a sense of direction. But if you look at the past as to when he was a governor in 1999, they said he set the blueprint for Babatunde Raji Fashola and Bode and the likes, that it was because of him he set the foundation that he followed up with the introduction of tax. He alone was the only opposition that fought against the president at the time, General Olusegun Obasanjo, when he was the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, went ahead, created 37 LCDAs, despite Obasanjo saying that you do not have the constitutional authority to do that.
Absolutely.
And when funds, FAC allocations, were necessarily withheld, Tinubu decided to look for a way through which those LCDAs could operate, and he introduced systems that made Lagos to run internally. So they called him a genius for doing that, setting up the 37 LCDAs. And according to him, it was to enable governance get to the grassroots because Lagos was highly populated. And then when it seemed like all the opposition was sliding towards the current party, he was the only one in opposition who stood firm, despite the pressure. So they call him one who understands the fabric of Nigerian politics. But the question is this as signature. When politics becomes a situation where the nerve center of a country becomes eroded with corruption, the brigandage, all right, and the mirage in terms of national harmony, accountability, and transparency becomes something inane, then how do you describe that kind of leadership?
I mean, again, the many things that you have mentioned, you see, one of the fantastic things that this guy knows how to do is that he knows how to just make a whole lot of things look very funny, right? I'll give you an instance. So, the typical way to just describe Satan is that he gives you with the left and then he collects with the right. I mean, if he gives you with the right, he collects with the left. In other words, the more you look, the less you see and all of that. So that's just the approach. And it's usually what it is when it concerns mafians, right? And I use the word mafian because there is no true Democrat, who would, put up what you call a shameless show of godfatherism, right? Where the people's will no longer stand. Is always about him installing who has to be the next state's Lagos state government. And then you know what? He didn't just do it in Lagos. He went on to want to do it in Ogun State and all of that. Consider who is currently running for Ogun State. His name is Yayi. After so many years of plunging Lagos, as a senator.
I just wait. Viv, you said, can we at some point tie in Chidima to this and how she's being treated? I think it will help the algorithm. Which Chidima? Chidima? Who's Chidima? Which Chidima are we talking about? Oh, the Nigerian South Africa. But nobody asked her to go back to South Africa now. I don't know why she's insisting on remaining in South Africa and fighting, knowing and seeing what they are doing to immigrants. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I have any empathy for her. To be honest, it's shameful. It's embarrassing what she's going through. But what is she still doing there? I mean, she can't say, or her family cannot say they don't see what these people are doing to immigrants. They're buying some of the immigrants, and they're sending them, they're chasing them out of their country. She should move back to Nigeria now. Is it by force to remain in somebody's country where they don't want you? She's just putting herself through unnecessary stress, if you ask me. They are denying you citizenship. Why are you remaining there? What is in the South Africa that you want to stay and fight? And it doesn't make any sense to me, honestly. It really doesn't. I see it, but that's not my focus, to be honest. Because campaign has started. I'm not interested in talking about anybody, any celebrity. Do you understand? It's all about, I don't even talk about them, to be honest. It's all about politics here, right? Those who want to talk about, who know what's going on in Nigeria, if this appeals to them, they will join. I really don't. I don't know what Chidima is doing, what she's doing, to be honest. I don't understand it. Nigerians did not say they did not want her. When did Nigerians say that? Nigerians, I don't know. Me, I didn't see that too. Nigerians didn't say they don't want her. She's the one forcing herself on South Africans. She's fighting. What are you fighting for? These people are denying you. They don't want to be made. They don't want you to be citizen. I don't know. Maybe they don't go buy the girl. That's not the only fear when I get, because South Africans, it's very easy trigger. Next thing, do you understand? Make she feel when she go there accepted. When she come Nigeria, she was well accepted. The place, yes, Nigeria na jungle, but at least where she did, she's surrounded by people of that can help her around. So why force yourself to be in a country that doesn't want everybody? They craze for the country. Look at how they are chasing out. They've chased out all the business owners. For them to run the businesses now, they can't. They're asking their government to come and help them refill their stores. No, people are seeing it. It's making its rounds on social media. Yeah, Nigerians should know better. This is not the first time I've said it here. They are chasing you out of South Africa. They are chasing you out of Kenya, even Ghana for you. They drive you. So if you don't fix your home, you're not going to have any place to go to. I've said it countless times here. Chidima's video is making the rounds on social media. I'm not keen on it. That's why I haven't brought it here, because it's pointless. It's embarrassing. These people don't want you. My own fear be saying they not go buy her. Young girl like that has a whole future ahead of her. No, I've used other people for example. There's enough example to be used. Vivian, I beg, I don't have to use Chidima. There's too much to talk about. I have a lot in my head. Chidima, yeah, everybody know what dey happen with Chidima. I know as I want to use Chidima case as wetin they call am before. Nigerians need to know wetin dey happen for Nigeria alone. It's enough content for Nigerians to know what to do. The road when you suppose travel 4 hours, you spend 4 days. I don't know what to say. You don't need any example outside of yourself to know that this government has to go. You don't need any example. So people they don't even pass 4 days now. They are now by themselves trying to fix the road. Some people are creating alternative routes. I read something on Twitter that was quite interesting, and the person wrote out how she noticed that with the whole standstill or on this express route, none of them are thinking, let me go and find out what the cause of this traffic is so that perhaps we can fix it. They are all looking for alternate routes. They are all trying to clear bush. That is a mindset thing. Nigeria is lacking in critical thinking capabilities. Critical thinking. Everybody just put head. I saw them carrying gravel, carrying all kinds of things. Nobody thought, you know what, let me go and let's find out what's even the people in front that are right in front of the traffic. None of them can say, you know what's really causing this thing? Let's even figure out what's causing it. We know the roads are bad, but maybe there's a broken down truck. Maybe there's, nothing. Everybody, they look for alternate. Now, so we say they abandon the one we're supposed to fix, maintenance culture. We abandon them, go they do another thing. That's what's playing out in your politics. Your politicians are clueless. What's playing out with the citizens is what's playing out with the politicians. They don't have any clue as to what to do. That's why it feels like governance is rocket science today, because they don't have the skills. They don't know how to think analytically. They cannot think beyond themselves, beyond now. Which I go chop now, which I want to collect. I want to thief and embezzle this money. That's the only thing. They think, you know what? Let me use this money and build hospital here. At least let me have, even if you're going to chop, nobody's going to stop you from chopping. That's how much Nigerians are very easy to serve. Do the one you can do. I read that tweet, I say, man, if this ain't the truth, what is playing out with the citizens is exactly what's playing out in politics. Everybody's looking for a quick way out. Instead of clearing new road, why don't you focus? Find where, what's the source? Everybody just they think one way. No critical thinking skills, nothing. The educational system is in the gutter. And then on top of it, you still have elders that will be demanding respect. The young girl that came out and addressed, what did they call this man? I call her by face name. We not hear word for social media. I'm like, what is the big deal? Isn't that the culture? Is that not the corporate culture in Nigeria? Where people are, they train them to call them by their first name. So what's the outrage? Then a video came out where he happened to be in America or somewhere, and a young girl called him by his first name. There was no outrage. And then you have all these so-called elders in Nigeria standing, getting up and supporting the guy and saying, yes, what nonsense. That small girl. You see how you guys infantilize people? If not small girl, doesn't mean that the girl not get sense. The girl feel wise, pass all of them put together. No regards, no respect, nothing. And then those same people will expect respect from you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It was just a shame. I was just embarrassed watching these elders get on platforms and be calling out this small girl on top waiting. Say, call her first name. Not be so they train them. Is that not how they train them? Is that what should be the concern? All these elders, I don't see them calling out bad governance. I don't see them calling out the institutional rot in Nigeria. They are busy piling on a young girl. Even if you want to correct her, is that the way to correct her? Is that the way? I don't understand. What is going on? What did they want to take this seniority do? Seniority will never fix anything for Nigeria. Seniority in Nigeria is inside gutter. Whether you senior, whether you older, they look you like animal. No matter how much money you get for Nigeria, they not rate you outside of Nigeria. So what's the big deal? The system needs to change. It's a lot of bullshit that you just see happening and you're like, what in the world? Is this what matters right now? So the girl called you Tony. Some of them have girlfriends. When they did the other room with the small girls so that they carry them, the girls now they call them by their name. When they carry all the BBA girls, all the Instagram badges, it not be their name, they call them. Very warped sense of entitlement. What is that? What the hell is he? How did he make his money? Nobody has his time right now. All these people, it's so irritating. They pile on the young girl, You forget, say this girl a young girl. She's trying to make it. There's a way you can correct. Did you have to say the whole word? Meanwhile, there's a video circulating of the same you chopping humble pie when a young girl, probably younger than this one, called you Tony. There was no reaction. You see the double standards? How far are we going to go with that? A lot needs to change in Nigeria. Any other that does not behave himself will be disrespected. Me, I don't rate any one of them anyway in the first place. I don't rate any one of them. Because there's nothing. They don't have anything to show. Elite of nonsense. Elite of stupidity and dumbness. At their age, a lot of people in their age right now, at the time they were owning banks, those people cannot own the same businesses they own today. They have wrecked it. They got there, shut the door. They don't want anybody else to come in. Selfish motherfuckers. greedy. They all want it for themselves. And then they will now be, you're pushing down the young people. The audacity, you're telling a young girl trying to stand up for herself, and that's how they kill people's confidence. You kill that girl's confidence. And then when she's growing up and she's struggling to talk and have her own viewpoint and express herself, she can't. I have said it here before. Nigerian parents don't love their children. They just have children for the sake of it. Selfish reasons. For old age, when I'm old, there'll be somebody. How are you sure that child will be there for you when you're old? How many we don't hear? There's so many of you in old people's homes, abandoned. They don't care about you now. You don't know how your old age is going to turn out. You have children for selfish reasons. Why will you have a child and be hoping that that child will be the one to take care of you? As if the person doesn't have their life to live. Do you know how life is going to turn out for them? Do you even think they're going to last long enough to see you to your old age? It's crazy. Look at how they put out that girl. If I tell you, say that video not annoy me, I go to lie. I don't just get time to bring and come here, can't talk about that, because that not be waiting with the address right now. But the thing pain me. Honestly, if to say be that girl, mama, I go sit down, I go set camera, I go take Tony to make money for social media. I'm telling you, that's bullshit. Can't talk to my child like that. Who the hell are you? What example have you shown? Look at the mess the country is. You are demanding respect. Who the hell shove your job in your ass? Shove it in a place where the sun don't shine. Who the hell are you? How much money you get? People, when they get money for you, we they see them. That they respect people. You see small pikin, they call your guy by first. Nobody send you. It's very annoying. Nigerian must change. Any other way no respect itself, you go get disrespect after disrespect. Now the elders, now they carry us reach where we did. So look at the battle, look at the uphill task that we have. It's like rolling a big mighty rock up a hill. Look at the work we have to do. They're coming to talk about eldership. Shutting down a young girl. In the process, her confidence will now be attacked. Her self-esteem will be attacked. This is what they did with May Summer. Only God knows what has become of May Summer. You attack her confidence, her self-esteem and everything. Young girl like that. And I get children for house. When I go send them to all the international schools, whether they call their lecturers and their leaders by their first name, but you taking it from a staff is too much for you. To hell with all of you elders. Telling you, sense of entitlement is bullshit. It stinks. It's very annoying. How long are we going to continue like this? Any small thing you come out, everybody's coming out and being on microphones. Well, what the girl do? Who cares? You guys live in civilized countries. Your teachers, your kids call their teachers by their first name. If at all, they feel add miss. Even if you are, they know nobody rate you whether you marry. Now miss. The hell? How long are we going to continue like this? We they try to fix country. Instead of you to focus, the same freaking elites, greedy motherfuckers, when they're supposed to, they put their money where their mouth is and say, let's see how we can. Apart from Atedo Peter's side, and 1 or 2 or 3 of them, the rest are dustbin, thieves. All of them, we don't know as they made their money. Now, small pikin body not take get power. But meanwhile, most of them, small people now they sleep with up and down. They take their innocence from them. On top say you get money, you feel buy a car. Now they wreck the society. Big. No, there are phones now, Madam. Look, there are phones. There are people. The point is that those in front of, there'll be people directly in front of where that traffic jam started, whether we like it or not, right? That's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about people who will have to walk miles and miles. No, of course, if you are in Benin, I don't expect you to be walking mile to go and find out no. But there are people in front. That's my point. The people in front, the people who are immediately close to what's going on, ought to be able to say, hey, what's going on here? Let's figure it out. I'm not talking about those who are miles and miles away. No, there's nothing wrong with thinking outside the box, Vivian. I'm not trying to, it's not about, it doesn't even have anything to do with you, to be quite honest. It's just that, this politics in Nigeria, there's a lot to do, and there's a lot to share. Talking about Chidima is not top priority for me at all. The videos have been making the rounds on social media, and people have alluded to exactly what you shared. Like, we should use it as an example. To people have used that. They've said, hey, this is the reason why you should fight and get your country back. Can you see? The same Chidima that went to represent them, tried to represent them at the pageant, is the one they are driving up and down the place now. And besides that, a lot of Nigerians have been kicked out of South Africa. Some of them, there's a woman who came out and said she lost her husband, right? Before she left South Africa, it was South Africans that pied her husband, made her a widow. So many things. And people have been saying, this is why we need to come together and fight our country. So me talking about it is like beating a dead horse, because it has been spoken about. And people have actually said, this girl should give it up. Find somewhere that accepts her and go. Nigeria is not the best country. Yeah, it's a jungle. It's filthy. It's smelly. But at least she has her people who accept her, right? That's all I'm saying. You don't have to force. Look at how they're going to wait for her at the courthouse, embarrassing the young girl, cursing at her. I'm just worried that they don't go and harm her. Will you guys know South Africans are hot-headed. You don't know where they're going to plot to buy easy for them, especially when you look like them. So that's my concern. I don't want to talk about her because I have bigger fish to fry. Chidinma is not part of my, it's not my bingo card for this election circle. There's so much going on within this election circle. I don't want to be distracted with any talk of any other person. Okay, everybody don't use that do examples for Twitter. At least that one I don't see, So no, I'm not even trying to exactly, suffering her, but there's no need. She should just get out of there, find somewhere. I'm sure there are places who will willingly accept her, So that's why they are questioning her age, Madam Luke. That's why the question is being raised. That's why South Africans are saying she's not South Africa, So that's all. I beg. I don't feel there's only so much I can do, my sister. No problem. It's not about you. I know they take them out on you at all. Exactly, Madam Luke. Misplaced priority plenty for that country. Misplaced. Person talk to you, na small girl not supposed to talk to you. Yeah, so what? Na small girl, no be person born am. She no go grow. She gonna remain a small girl forever. Meanwhile, all these men, so they go get girlfriend all over the place. Inside bedroom. What you say that they call them? Because Nigerian men are having a extramarital affair na 5 and 6. Now 5 and 6, to see a Nigerian man that respects his marriage is by connection. Even with the connection self, he had. People that don't value their marriages, don't value the partners they have, they not they rate them. When they get girlfriend, easy for them. They think they with their wives, they go to follow another woman, they talk for your presence. Come on. These things now. You come out, you want to show moral this thing. I beg you, it's a lot do to the most billionaires. The question is how did they get their wealth? That be the question. How did they get their wealth is questionable, apart from a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. maybe billionaire, how the rest they get their wealth? Most of them questionable. And not get a pure way. None of the there's a popular saying, no billionaire is moral. You not get moral standing, no billionaire. It's not normal for one person to have that money. It's not normal. It's not normal. You go, don't put your hand for which you're not supposed to put your hand. You're taking the resources of that is supposed to go to billions of people and putting in your pockets. I not rate billionaires. I'm sorry. I not rate them. Now, so madam, look, that's the thing. You don't know when it affects you. Which is an ordinary I take carry the shout politics up and down for Nigeria. Not be ordinary eye. When I see wetin dey happen, the thing you how long are you going to turn and look away? How long? People when they die every day, when they see that actor when he kpai now, when he come out, they support APC. If they tell us say he go kpai tomorrow, you no go believe. No radiation therapy place, nothing. Let's just kpai like that. And these same people will come out and support to the bad, support leaders. And then you hear people saying, oh, why, people are just, mocking the unaliving of the man. They're mocking this. I'm like, you guys don't get it. The man has spied, he has spied. What do you mean? Did you not come out and be supporting the same government that did not provide hospitals to even care for him? They look for hospital to take off the man. They not see. What are we talking about? The people is it better than the people that have been pied in the middle belt? Every day then they pie people. I don't see anybody sitting down and say, let's talk about the people that are pie in the middle belt. Let's talk about those that are pie in the north. I don't see it. But when this one pie become a man of notoriety, everybody carry the thing, they run up and down like, say, I beg you, shift. Please. Nobody better pass anybody. All pie na pie. One person pie, that's it. But when you are supporting evil, nobody cares. When you pie, nobody gives a damn without apology. Please. She scammed Nigeria too. Her so-called father lied. Her mother was into it. You see, exactly. So that's the problem now. So she's dry up and down. See, exactly. Oh, that's the focus. Now, election. Because if Nigeria, if we get it right, all this nyama, we no go they see and we no go even they talk about them. I know they like to deviate at all. Talk about any celebrity. I don't care. I'm not interested. Now Nigeria will take better. How I want to move the country forward. What we need to do now? That one concern me. Every other thing is irrelevant right now. Yeah. That's the real price. Aso Rock is going to determine everything. Once you get the head right, everything else becomes, all these issues we're talking about will just fade out of social media. Yeah, we won't have to be dealing with all this nonsense. Yeah. No, that's fine. No, Vivian, you're not referring. It's not even that. It's not. Please don't take it personal. I beg, Vivian. Nothing wrong in what you said. You were pointing it out for good reason. And I understand why you're pointing it out. Like, we can use it, to say, hey, Nigerians, this is why you must fight to get your country back, because these people don't care. Look at what's happening to Chidima. I get all of that. It's just that I don't even want to bring her up at all, because people are already doing enough justice to it on other platforms. And my focus is totally different. So please don't take it personal. Sid is talking to me. Like, he's that statement is directed at me. You understand? So please, all right, let's move forward. Let's wrap this video up. I have a couple more and then we'll call it a day.
right? The same thing will happen with Aregbesola. So apparently, this guy has a way of just installing these people, and there's no better way to describe corruption than when you stylishly stifle the people's choices, right? And then you continue to keep an endless, generation of people who continue to plunge these people. And I always like to say, right, there's nobody who practices godfatherism who is doing it because they want to do transition in government. Anybody who decides to want to be a godfather is wanting to be a godfather because they stole too much during their time and they need somebody who's going to come cover their tracks and the many stealing that they did. I mean, take for instance, Wike. There are videos where he said, I'm just going to do my turn and go. I don't have a need for godfatherism. But you saw what happened with him and Fubara. In fact, Fubara was the accountant general. So in other words, there's no better person to cover your track than that guy, right? So that's what pretty much godfatherism is about. And when Fashola got in as the governor of Lagos, his performance was so very much off the roof that his performance, exposed the inabilities and the very shoddy performance of Bola Tinubu and why he couldn't take it. And that's the point, right? Every time a performer is working in Lagos, Tinubu is never liking it.
But I thought it was a decision about the GAC and especially Ambode.
Oh, you mean GAC, the guys?
Oh,
you mean the stooges, the Tinubu stooges that he has to tell what to do? That's what you mean about the GAC? He tells them what to do? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, the Baba Saleh that he has to tell what to do, the people he has super control over, what they think, how they do, and how they operate, irrespective, right? They would want to, I mean, you know what it is? They are just an advisory council, but the man will take a decision that he wants to, he does everything that he wants to do. 4 years of Fashola, very great performer. And then he said he didn't want it. Why wouldn't you want what the people want? So clearly, if you're there, you're not performing our own thing. I mean, take for instance, right? Peter Obi got in there at the time in Anambra State where every big man will want to do things like the is. I mean, a state governor at one time was thrown in the boots, say kidnap or whatever situation he was. And then the moment Peter Obi got there, they were almost going to do the same thing. That's how terrible godfatherism is about. You cannot talk about good governance and then uphold a man who has institutionalized godfatherism. In fact, the fact that you commercialize our politics and makes it ISB, that kind of situation, is even very dangerous, right? And then somehow Fashola got his way, and then guess what? Another very great performer, but they came in, and then he exposed the the very inability of
the. So you think it's because Tinubu wasn't comfortable with
No, the point I'm trying to make is that whatever is about the people's progress is not Tinubu's progress.
Everything. Well, he says that his economic policies are basically for the people's progress. He says that his economic policies are to lead Nigeria to a place of utopia. He says that his economic policies basically for now infrastructure, housing. Those are the aspects that he says he's been working on. Which obviously in 4 years may not be accountable for, but he intends to make sure that
what housing exactly? Housing better than what Renew gives to us?
Renewed Hope Housing Initiative across the 36 states of the federation.
So Buhari's tried doing the same thing, but it didn't make any sense. The point I'm trying to make is there's nothing that happens from APC that makes any sense, right? It's an Oluwole party, if you know what I mean. Just like you have an Oluwole party, they will always make Oluwole president.
Let's look at Atiku Abubakar, and it's quite funny. Ever since the 2023 general election.
Okay. Mona see youth in Boga, Sokoto State. See wetin dey take dis imam eye see. Oh my God. Ooh! I never see beating when sweet me reach like this. They said the attack stemmed from the imam claim campaigning for Tinubu from the pulpit, right? Called a campaign for Tinubu, including statements that anyone unwilling to support a Muslim ticket should examine his faith. Hey, then this person now wrote, abeg, APC will beg us for a free and fair election. Just wait until December when people can't buy chicken and stew for rice. Anyway, Mona, watch this video. This video make me laugh, I no lie. So that's it. They beat Shege comot for the body.
Nigerians, congratulations. Other people are waking up right now. Congratulations to all the people waiting for that Sokoto State. Congratulations to you people. See, let me give you this good news. We happened yesterday in the afternoon. Some people beat Imam. They beat the hell out of him inside mosques. Why? Because after prayer, the Imam said that anybody that should not vote for Muslim ticket should examine his faith. So therefore, he's preaching like he's campaigning for Tinubu inside mosques. Then people say, go support. They now start the beat down. They see for him. Sure, this happened for Sokoto. Imagine waiting their happens for Sokoto. All those Bello 2D bandit Fulani men. You know how the things they happen for Sokoto. Even if you know they for Sokoto, they hear about Sokoto, about the thing where they happen for Sokoto. And one dirty malam, just because they carry money, give up. In the
That's 600 million they give them.
All those are religious leaders. We need to be careful because see, not be say
no wahala.
Because they campaign for Tinubu, now why we dislike you. All those sometimes if we talk about religious leaders, then some group of people will come out and say that you are talking about religious leader, this and that. See, not be Tinubu when they campaign for like who. May they not use the name of Allah. They preach, they campaign for Tinubu, they campaign for evil. Yes, now what you not like about you people. Yes, if one campaign, do your campaign, normal campaign. Now you're right to do it as a Nigerians, but you using the name of Allah to campaign for us. Now what you don't want. So therefore, mind your business, mind the way they campaign. I like what they happen. Guys. Make una do them again. Any place where we say, as person will come tell you say, me after prayer, they will come tell you say, me vote this, me vote. Make una beat them. Make una beat them.
Oh my God.
See, in 2027, now mumu the go court. If your mindset in 2027 is that when we vote, we'll get evidence. From evidence, we'll go to court. I pity you. Nigerians have to make it very clear that we are not doing anything court. Election starts and ends on election day or the next few days because they will try to rig and manipulate the votes. We must demand and protect our votes. I saw the houses they gave these judges. And when I saw it, I started laughing. I said the only thing this should signal to Nigerians that we now have been screaming and saying for so long that this corrupt government will do everything possible to remain in power. You're seeing it. Who in any sane mind, few months to the elections, you're already started giving appeal judges that will probably sit on and litigate on cases that have to do with these elections, brand new houses. We are dealing with daredevil criminals. You see, we can go. These people. So if you think you're going to take these people out of power by going to court or doing it through the right process, then you're crazy. We should be ready to vote, defend our vote, and if anything happens, we change this country forever. That is the only way forward. Nigerians just take this to the bank. Anything short of our vote being counted, we give Tinubu and this gang a ballot revolution. Nothing short, nothing less. Let us even, nobody should be hiding it anymore. If you talk, you die. If you don't talk, you die. That time of fear is over. Because these old criminals you see in power, they are not going to live without a fight. It's important to know this in one time. Tinubu and co will not live without a fight. But the good thing is that we have more. We are more in numbers. They are scared of the fact that we have the numbers. They are scared of the fact that Nigerians, if we rise up against them, they cannot stand us. The problem is that do you as a Nigerian know that you have the power? Do your people around you know that they have the power? That this change that we demand, we can actually get it if we do the hard work next year. Because if your thinking or your mentality is that if you vote, you will go back home and then you snap and you have evidence to show in courts, these people that they have given houses will sit for you and give you justice. You're in for a rude shock. Nigerians, be ready to take back your country. If Tinubu and his gang choose to rig these elections, we will pursue them like Gaddafi was pursued, like the Nepal president was pursued, like other people were pursued. That is how we do it. You must count, our vote must count. Nobody is going to court. You don't have time for court. Now, they go court in 2027. Our Mumu don't do. This madness has to stop. That's why I'm not even worried. So this just shows you I remember on one of my lives a few days ago, I was telling myself, in the space of 6 months to 12 months, you can actually build a standardized hospital. In the space of 6 months to 12 months, a world-class hospital can be erected and built. You've seen these people. Look at the houses they build for these people. In how many months? If they care about me and you as people, these people will work. But remember that what brings them to power is not me and you. It's not our votes. What brings them to power is the protection of the criminal cabals that have kept them there. The judiciary, the legislators, the security forces. These are the people that keep them in power. So they will always work for those people and for that system to maintain status quo. Banking on me and you, deficiency of knowledge, that we don't know our rights, or even though we know our rights, we are divided along tribal and ethnic lines and along religious lines, and we are not ready to come together and fight. That is what they are banking on. But sensible Nigerians have to wake up to understand that to fix our country, to get back our country, this system has to go down. These criminals have to leave. And the fastest and the safest route for us is through the ballots. And when we come out to vote and our votes are rejected one way or the other, or our votes are rigged, we now have to revote and change the system. There is no two ways about this. Look at what they're trying to pass. A single term of 6 years. After Tinubu enter power, they will not pass it. Then he will now do 6 years. All of a sudden, these criminals will have spent 10 years. Then now imagine 2 years to the end of that 6 years. They will now change the constitution again.
Yep.
And say, let it now be a 2 term of 6 years.
Yep.
This criminal and criminals will now spend extra 6. This is how these people operate.
Yep.
We are dealing with a cartel, a criminal organization. There is no point hiding or mixing words with these people. When we're saying that this man is invited for life presidency, people thought we were joking. Look at they are showing you people the patterns and you still don't want to believe it. You think it's propaganda. Nigerians, our last shot of saving or salvaging our country is in 2027. Our last shot. We will never have a chance of redemption anymore. If we allow these people beyond 2027, kiss your nation goodbye.
Bam.
Let this video serve as a reminder that we were warned.
Please
Please share this video as far as wide as possible. Let every Nigerian see it. Let us understand what is at stake.
And then welcome. Let's see who have ears too.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not just one, not two, not three, but 4 fake agencies that has been discovered under his administration. This has a lot to say with how lackadaisical and incompetent this government is. Today is day 88 of 100 days. I've been running a 100-day series where I've been giving Nigerians reasons not to vote the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration for a second term. I would want to throw every Nigerian's mind back to when the first fake agency was discovered, the Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council. And when that made the news, a lot of people castigated the man, especially Tinubu supporters, claiming that the man was a fraud. It only throws our mind wondering to why we now have 3 of that same exact system that has just been discovered. The second that was discovered is the FCT Investment Promotion Agency. The third is the Foreign Investment Promotion Agency and the Public-Private Partnership. And the fourth one is the National Brands Development and Made in Nigeria Special Projects Office. And if you still don't understand, this means that all these agencies were all factored under the budget, they received money, and they had offices, actual offices in the Federal Secretariat. Some were even the office of the Secretary General of this federation. And Tinubu wants Nigerians, every Nigerian, to believe that he doesn't know anything about this. Well, I don't believe that he doesn't know anything about this, because at the end of the day, he's probably not even looking through the books. He's probably not even thinking strategies. He's probably just there to sit and watch your life become miserable. Watch the life of every other Nigerian become miserable. That's all he's doing on that seat of power. Nigerians, I think it's time for everybody to rise up with one voice. Come January 2027, the elections are coming. When Tinubu comes to ask for your votes for a second term, these are some of the questions you should ask him. How did you have 4 fake agencies under your administration? There are probably more that we're going to see at the end of the day. But for 4 fake agencies, and you have them under your administration, And you were allocating budget, that's the taxpayers' money, and even money that was borrowed in some cases, to these agencies to fund them. And you're coming out to tell us that they're fake. And why is it even happening now, close to the election, in your campaign period? Why is it happening now? Now, I would love to say that this is not a statement of facts, but I have a theory for why it's happening right now. It's to prove to Nigerians that you're not going to tolerate corruption. But by the way, how did it exist for 3 whole years and you did not notice it? The answer is simple: incompetence in this government. And that's the reason why Nigerians will rise up with one voice and reject the return of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration to Aso Villa.
Okay, so here's what I want to say, right? Kenya, you said everyone in the committee. Guess what? I hear say he don't dissolve the committee because everybody was calling them out and saying these people are criminals. This one better do da. He don't dissolve them. I never see any article. That's what I heard. Word on the street. So don't quote me on that until I find an article that refers to it or a video that that explains it further. But yeah, that's what they said. They said the committee that he set up for this election campaign, he's dissolved it. Remember when they brought out names of people to be released from jail, to be given presidential pardon? When then they put in a lot of names of criminals, right? And then when people said, when there was outrage, they now pulled the list again. Forget, APC has to go. They have to go. I'm telling you, there's nothing anybody can say. APC has to go. Cameroon is still better than us right now because they don't have the amount of terrorism we are experiencing. I'm telling you, Cameroon and London for where Nigeria did now. I'm telling you, scary new. That they're not used to. They're not used to good governance. But guess what? Nigerians are waking up. They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. They are waking up. They see the lights. So,
fellow Nigerians, I come to you again to tell you one thing that is very certain. And I want to say this to you with all confidence that's coming from my heart based on all the information that I have been able to gather. Peter Obi is going to win the election.
Yep.
This is not like me bluffing or making mouth. This is me telling you the truth based on facts and very strong information that we have gathered. I'm going to give you about 4 or 5 instances just to prove to you that Peter Obi is going to win the election in 2027. In 2015, Orubebe stood up and nearly scattered the coalition center. Do you know why he did that? Because deep down, if we look into the 2015 elections, the APC actually really didn't win the election. They only had a lot of support, but a lot of the numbers didn't add up. So Orubebe was very angry, saying this cannot be, there must be a lot of mishap. However, thank God for President Goodluck Jonathan, a man who understood clearly that Nigerian peace is very important and that the peace of Nigeria is very important than his own ambition or, any other person's ambition. Like he used to say, that his election is not as important as the life of Nigerians. Having said that, fast forward to 2019. We all knew that there were a lot of unnecessary happenings that were going on in the 2019 elections. Most likely, that Atiku won that election. You know why? Because his running mate was Peter Obi. Now, let us fast forward to 2023. That election was now technically divided into 2. Atiku was now the candidate of the PDP. Peter Obi now became the candidate of the Labour Party. We all remember the LUP revolution, how he swept all over Nigeria. And he kept on saying something that was very, very sacrosanct when they were saying that he didn't have any structure. This was exactly what was said about APC in 2014 when PDP was boastfully saying that they didn't have structure. But the people was the structure of the APC, and the people wanted the APC. I was never part of the people because I knew that everything about the APC was a lie. But the people of Nigeria wanted the APC at the time. At least most of Nigerians were shouting APC change. But we knew that they were going to bring real terrible change to the country. Fast forward to 2023, Peter Obi proved all the critics wrong, and we all remember what happened. The truth is, Peter Obi won the 2023 elections. But be that as it may, whoever that is there now managed to grab it, just like I said, grab it, run with it, do whatever. And this is 2027. There was someone that was a major decider of the election of 2023. It was not Peter Obi. It was not Atiku. It was Kwankwaso. And Kwankwaso deputized Peter Obi. With all the votes from Kano, Peter Obi would have been president in 2023. So why am I saying with all confidence that Peter Obi will be president? I'll give you 3 reasons. Number 1, Kwankwaso effect. Forget it. The Northwest is going to go with Kwankwaso because this is a man who has stood his ground on very core principles of the Northern political structure. And it commands the biggest respect right now as far as the Northwest is concerned. The North people see him as a leader they can trust who has refused to be a dog to any political leader. The second effect is the Gen Z effect. Young people born between the ages, or young people who are between 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, up to 27 years, they will never vote for either Atiku or Tinubu. Take that to the bank. Know this and know peace. There's going to be a massive turnout of a lot of young people, and they only want to vote one person, and his name is Peter Obi. There will be influx of votes coming from that catchment area. And there is nothing Atiku or Tinubu would say that will convince the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs want Peter Obi, and that is exactly what will happen. Never to also forget that Kwankwaso has made a lot of impact in the lives of the Gen Zs in the North, and that is actually going to create a massive positive ripple effect. What is the third effect that is going to bring the APC down in 2027? The APC has failed Nigerians, and Nigerians are feeling the harsh realities of their draconian policies that takes a lot of mathematics and statistics to analyze the good they have done. Because for me, if you've done any good, you don't have to talk too much. It will be evident in the lives of the people. That alone, the bad name of the sitting president, who is more concerned about his campaign than the lives of Nigerians that have been wasted. That alone, the bad reputation, is going to create a very strong effect that will make a lot of Nigerians not vote for Tinubu. Having said that, all of Nigerians that are together in one team, which is the team to rescue this country, we all are going to vote for Peter Obi, and we'll protect our votes with our lives, and we'll be alive to see it happening. The frustration of Uru Baby of 2015 is now going to be the frustration of the APC in 2027, because they will count and count and count and count. They will try to discount, recount, and uncount, and Peter Obi will still come atop all of them. Nigerians, rejoice ahead, because Peter Obi will win the election. Do not let anybody tell you any other thing. My name is Abayomi Mighty, and Nigeria will be okay. Impossible is dead.
Inakwana Ekaro Otutoma Meola Odudu Ndeve and Anigura Wadayinini. My name is Martin Skuja, and I am a civic evangelist. I get 3 assignments for this bus this morning. Number 1, be say some of una wey go public school, wey no enter school bus before. I say make I bring una school bus experience. So if you dey here today, you are my student for the next 10 minutes. So the conductor will be taking his money in a way that it will not be rowdy. And then secondly, I want to teach you guys something, which is why I'm here. And then they say learning never ends. I discover, say, even when person die, he go still dey learn, because he go learn how to live in the land of the dead. I will not be so. Number 3, again, what I want to do, I want to bless somebody financially. It means say again, one person where I go pay in transport. So I need a volunteer who will be my class monitor. And the class monitor go hold the mace of authority. Oh yeah, now let me pass them to that brother. All right, so class monitor, once I give you instruction, you just do it for me. Most of the times when we see people on top buses like this, either they want to sell agbo, or they want preach gospel. So me, I be evangelist, but wetin I want preach today now, how Nigeria go take better and wetin be the role where you as an individual get to contribute. If you get your voters card here, I go pay your transport here. Anybody, if you get them, just signify. No, if you dey house, nothing for you. If you dey here, no, if you're on there, for you, you don't get seats now. Okay, this guy now, his transport is paid. Anybody else? Okay, somebody else. These are ready citizens. These are the people who go change Nigeria. No, if you have, it's not here. What tribe are you? Java. How do you say good morning in your language? So I never heard this one before. The topic is why is it that Nigeria is so blessed, yet Nigeria is so poor? Well, I understand the question. For some of us when go school, you get one professor where they call A.O. Lawal, we teach economics for JSS3. You get what he call factors of production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Wetin be land? Land is the topmost layer or the surface of the earth, and everything wey dey inside, gold, iron ore, coal, all those things. Wetin be labor? Labor na the human beings, na me and you. Na make we dey call federal government employer of labor, abi? Employer of people. Labor na human beings. Capital na the money wey we take dey fund conversion of raw materials to finished product. Then entrepreneurship na people wey dey convert, they add all these things together, take convert business value, product and services. Abi no be so? Now, Nigeria get land, abi we no get? Nigeria get labor, abi we no get? Nigeria get capital. You go tell us why. You know, say if you ask most people, say, wetin be the reason why you never start business? They'll tell you, say, I no get capital. But when you look their hand, the phone where they carry na 3 million naira. But no be that one a lecture for tomorrow. If you are able to be on this bus tomorrow, you still meet me here. My name is Martin Suja. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, Martin Suja. Then entrepreneurship. Now people will get creative ideas to convert all these factors of production, take deliver value to people. One of the reasons why Nigeria did poor is say there is a great disconnect between these factors of production. It means say we go harvest cocoa, from farm, export them to India, they go convert them to chocolate, then we go they buy the chocolates. You see that disconnect? So instead of converting directly from labor to value, we first export the asset, then we import poverty. You see I'm so? So the next generation of millionaires, not be people who work past. Now maybe that's Martin teacher, thank you. The next generation of millionaires, people who go get financial freedom, now people who go fit connect effectively these factors. It means say some of them get big land for village. If your land there Abuja, you go be king. You and Wike go dey drag for here. But the only thing you don't ever do on your land since when they call you in a family meeting.
Okay. I thought that was a very nice, that was a great angle to come in, especially to educate. All right, let's watch these people where APC is being rejected heavily. They used to finish yeah. APC rejection.
Tinubu ma sassare Tinubu ba gaban jama'a. An sassare Tinubu.
Yeah, in this video, I want to debunk 3 lies that APC keep telling Nigerians. Lie number 1 is that President Tinubu saved Nigeria from debt for removing fuel subsidy. First of all, Tinubu is not the first person to remove fuel subsidy. When President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan removed fuel subsidy in 2012, Tinubu and his political gang turned it to a political weapon against him. So if fuel subsidy removal is that good, why did President Tinubu and his crony gang turn it to a political weapon against Goodluck Ebele Jonathan when he removed it? And Goodluck Jonathan had better plans in the removal of fuel subsidy. When he removed fuel subsidy, fuel just moved from 60-something naira to 90-something naira. Not the outrageous prices we are seeing now in the current economy. Then the second lie that APC keep telling Nigerians is that governors are receiving more money. That's a big lie. First of all, are you aware that a governor that was receiving 40 billion naira 4 years ago and a governor that is receiving 100 billion naira in this current economy receive the same worth of money? Money is not measured by the quantity. Money is measured by the quality and the purchasing power of it. A man that was receiving 40,000 naira salary 4 years ago and a man that is receiving 100,000 naira salary in this current Tinubu economy receive the same worth of money. Because what 40,000 naira can buy 4 years ago, 100,000 naira in this current economy can buy it. You get, so it's the same worth of money. So it's a big lie when they tell us that governors are receiving more money. When the purchasing power has been reduced, the economy has been destroyed, the value of the currency has been destroyed, so more money does not change anything. So that is a big lie. Then the third lie they keep telling Nigerians is that fuel subsidy removal money is being used to build coastal highway, and a student loan. President Tinubu, please, can you release the list of these Nigerian students that have collected this loan? We want to see the list, their name, where they are from, the school they are attending, with their phone number. Release the list. Let's verify these people that have collected this student loan. But you keep lying to us that student loan. Give us the list of the people that have benefited from the student loan. Let us know the list and verify them by ourselves. Because in my own environment, I've not seen anybody that have benefited from this so-called student loan. If you know anybody, put the person name in the comment section. And coastal highway, our east-west road, the federal road are all bad. Federal Tinubu left all of them and is trying to go and do a new road. Just like a man, you have 3 problems. You left the 3 problems, create a 4th problem and is solving it. And you are saying you are working, you are doing something. You're not wasting your time. When our whole federal road and interstate roads are very bad, Tinubu abandoned them and is claiming he's doing coastal highway, which is a big lie. These 3 lies are gone. Don't allow you to deceive you.
Mona come see you now. Where seed? See your engineer. I say seed. Michael, see your fellow, your colleague.
First is to apologize to
Michael,
all commuters and the people of Edo State, the people of Delta State, and all the people that use this road. Let me also say that NDDC MD is here with us and is willing to also intervene. That we go to Sapele Benin Road and we will let him speak.
Apologizing to you.
Now, I am very, very disappointed with this concessionaire. I am very, very disappointed and I offer apologies. I take full responsibility for the mistakes and for destruction of public assets. Because I have the bill of quantities here. I have the conditions of contract here. The Ministry of Work does not allow anybody to remove the asphalt on the road. That is against the policy of the Ministry of Works. I've been here with the governor of the state, and at that time they started removing the asphalt. We frowned at it, and we begged them not to remove this. And each time the Ministry of Works instructs them, they will tell them you are not independent engineer. It's independent engineer that is instructed. But you have been arrested for destruction of public, assets. It has nothing to do with concessioning law or anything. And I'm directing all controllers to arrest any contractor or concessionaire that removes asphalt on our road. This road was not like this before we handed it over to you. It was not like this. And what jargon are you speaking? You are speaking unintelligently, telling us about the traffic is built up. Did you not see the road very well before you decided? You ran through every way to manipulate the process, and you got the job. Now you are complaining because you lack technical confidence. You have no knowledge of road construction. How many of the logs will you put aside? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Nigerians are balling. Those are good. For the APC, we take that
And now to approach controlled hardship. President is saying the surface of the people, and the president has directed us to come here and do whatever is possible. You know, the thing about concession is that it's all, you know, most of it are in the pretentious platform. You do all that you need to do and let the government act. Then you go and start making money from government for what you didn't work for. But the law is there. There is what is called overriding public interest. And so we are very disappointed with this. A competent contractor would have known what to do. Because when you are doing concessioning, you have to find out about the technical competence of the so-called concessionaire. You have to find out where the concessionaire has done job before. You are talking about reputation and integrity. Where else have you done work? You are learning how to do construction on our road. You couldn't have put all this inside water. Again and again, we apologize. This is so sad, and it is unexcusable. And so we are inviting concessionaire and all the contractors within Edo State. We have invited them. We have invited ICRC. We invite the independent engineer. We all meet in the conference room of Edo State Government, and then we agree on way forward. And we have to put the people ahead of every law. We have to put the sufferings of the people ahead of all this mago that is going on here. This is very dangerous. And if we leave this, the concessionaire may not be safe on the road. My staff, Minister of Works, may not be safe on the road. Because there is an extent, you know, you must not provoke the people. This is provocation that is at this highest level, where people cannot pass through the road because of greed, because of lack of confidence, because of manipulation. It's a pity. On the Asaba axis, where luckily they have not gone for destruction, we will be asking CCCC to excavate all the potholes and put lumps and put stone base, sharp sand stone base, and use cement to stabilize it and then turn it for traffic. After about 14 days, they will put wearing cost, finder cost on it.
All this talk is necessary. Yeah,
that is how to work. And when you're working, you even used to use the limits to find out the weather condition.
Michael,
and when you are
working,
you have to ask about environmental, impact assessment. When is the rain in this place? Yes. When do you know how to? In fact, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. And let me announce to the people of Niger Delta that the president has already directed me that we should redesign all the roads from Lokoja, down to Benin, down to Warri, and to 401 kilometers by 2. And it's going to be my president.
I beg you, Jada here. I know the fire extinguisher stand now do. Hurry campaign don't come.
Bro, as a man, we don't try travel at least round the world. I can say it boldly that the luckiest politicians walking the surface of the earth are Nigerian politicians.
They will not be
Nigerian politicians are so lucky. The Nigerians are very lucky. That's why the kind of sick finish what our politicians get for us. See, first of all, watch this video.
I said in my area council, it's either you're doing APC or leave the area council. I'm not arguing. It's competence I'm saying. You know why? I cannot have minister and president doing for us what they are doing. Then on the day of the election, you now come and say you want to match me. I will not.
Bro, for the lack of word, I'm very first of all, who is this bonfou, this riffraff? Who will be? So this is not the kind of audacity where riffraffs they get when they know say entering a place of position for this country is not by the people's choice. Because we live in a country where they use position settle people. Otherwise, this riffraff go wake up the threatening full council. As per now, you get council now. So if they no vote for APC, then they make them come up for the kids. They follow me, and these are Nigeria need to wait start. Once we fall down the look, it starts becoming a norm. We did this country, we can come outside, come brag. If the president wanted to shoot by all means, he should have sent me there. What does that statement mean? You know, during the Australian election, we did away a governorship candidate, gubernatorial candidate, they threatened APCO on APCO. But they kill anybody, accord or whatever. Came back to say, nah, hey, we are very stupid now. That's why we go date this country. APC go to brag, oh, we have 27 governors. We have 29 governors. Governor will get 1 vote. 1 vote. If Kuje people see us by now, these guys, the only part of Kuje we fit another Kuje prison. Unique compo. Like all these 3 frags go just come and call give a small position, call it talk rubbish. Since now this format and I want to do 2027 election. Oh, do you know why? The president and the minister cannot be doing all the work. So as the president, they do the work. The other people, they live Kuje, they be man-made God. Now they get eyes, they know they say. If the president truly they do the work, why you the bother? Why you the add threats? So Tinubu now, if you want campaign, I go come Kuje, say Kuje, say I'm at the work of Nanovo. Is that how it works? If the president done the work by now, you suppose they sleep. Now opposition suppose they run up and down. How you gonna be riff-raff now? Show me that. Just do one of the carry position, give you. This kind of politics where APC carry come this country, I know you understand that. Every election are threats. Every election are threat. This was say they no vote for Kuje. Bro, you know what's happening? That now Kuje, in fact, now Kuje won't go vote this 2027. You carton.
Okay, we're winding down slowly. I have one more video and then we play some campaign music and we call it a day. All right.
Call you and attest you message, please, I need help with this. If Nigeria is not working, they won't call you. Because they too, they also comfortable. And one of the things also is that as we stay on these grievances, first of all, we have to address them. We meet with the different people. There are candidates, there are aspirants, there are this, there are that. There are people who over the last 4 years have also been angry and said, oh, Mr. Peter Obi did not come and see me, did not visit me, did not say hello, did not say good morning. He said good afternoon, afternoon, did not come and because we after that, you know, all of those things. Oh, but you know, I did ABC, I did so and so in 2020.
Anyway, this is a strategic meeting that they're having.
And I say to them that this is someone that has been in the trenches for the last 4 years. He has had to fight for his life. Fight everything that can be used to attack someone, they've used it on him. His life, his family, his businesses, his wealth, they've all been threatened. And after the 2023 election, there was a pause where the results that were announced and the time that Mr. Peter Obi came out and delivered the press conference. I don't know how many of you were at that press. I think it was on at 12. So the moment of that announcement at the press conference, when he was off the public space, was, if you can call it a rest, was a little bit of rest that he had. And since then, he has been fighting. And so when you see someone who has been fighting for his life, and the machineries of the state have been put against him, he might forget to say good afternoon to you. Don't be angry. Yes, ordinarily there was no fight. Like some people you see, there are some candidates that nobody even knows they exist. They've been resting. It is not that they start war. But this one that they've been going after, he has been all over. He has gone around the country. Mr. Peter Obi has had to go around the country again and again and again, different places. Some people have been chilling. They go to other places, they chill, they have their fun. I'm just bringing this in because as we go on, people, these are the conversation and messages that you also get them to people. Because some people are, oh, Mr. Obi didn't call me. That's where they fight for you, that they remember to.
You understand people they wait make Peter Obi call them. It don't make sense to you.
So as we look at right now, we have 5 months, I think they're about to election. The whole of the work that we've done in the last 4 years, if we don't put our everything into this 5 months, it will be
waiting for Peter Obi to call you. I don't
And
understand.
if we allow this to go, we might get to a place where for the next 12 years.
I don't understand that. You're expecting the man to call you for what? Anyway, let's just wrap it up. This is a good place to wrap it up. So, my people, we have an election to win. Tell your people back home. Everybody start to desensitize. We never know, we never sure which logo they go use. We are not yet sure about the logo. Did you hear that Atiku came out? I don't know. He said earlier, my press aides contradicted me in a policy statement as far as subsidy is concerned. He is walking it back. He said, I want to repeat categorically that when I said I will return to subsidy, I will. Nigeria is rich enough to look after the welfare of its citizens. Let it be clearly stated that he was not speaking on my own authority. Now, Amechi, they refer to, because Amechi now talk about subsidy. Okay? So, now that one, no, I don't know. So, that's on that. And then what else do I have? Barrister Darlington, we will talk about them later. Bring in video later.
Anybody when not vote for Obi, you don't lose.
Bam.
Obi now be president.
Yes.
God Jesus never announced.
Okay. A party there.
What the people vote for Tinubu? Fire will shape their mouth. Anybody when not vote for Obi, you don't lose.
Bam. That's it. So you can see the logo right there. But that's it for now. I don't know if it's going to, because they are saying that they have not concluded on logo. INEC want to use style. Our eyes there. They are using style to delay. What is the logo? Let's see what the logo is. What they still have in the INEC portal is this one right here. This tiny one you are seeing right here. See, this is what they are still using. They want to wait till last minute and then switch it on us. We dey here, we dey wait. And you guys know of the new ones as well. So as it changes, I'm paying attention to that. I will bring and come here. You understand? So, Naimo. Notes, let's wrap it up with some solid music on our way out. And my people, thank you so much for joining me, Madam Luke, Sid, Kene, Michael, Vivian was here earlier. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. AY, thank you very much. So look, we continue. The fight continues. All right, so enjoy the rest of your evening. Good morning, good afternoon to you, wherever you are. Let's go.
I choose to vote for Peter Obi, not because I love my candidate, because I love Nigeria. I will vote for Peter Obi, not because I hate others, because I love Nigeria. I will vote for Peter Obi, not because of the party, because I am obedient. I will vote for Peter Obi, not because of the party, because I am obedient. We got everything, but still we lack. Rich country, yet we dey look back. All full ground, but hunger they rise. Up they fade for the people lives. Everyday struggle just to survive. Parents they pray, make children stay alive. System we fail, promises we break. How much more this country go take? Peter Obi talk say make we change our direction from consumption to production. We build wetin we dey use every day. Make Nigeria stand, no more delay. No be magic now, what we need. Invest in the youth, make the nation lead. From farms to tech, from skill to trade. Better system we go never fail. From the streets to the online space, young Nigerians don't find their voice and place. No structure, but we stand as one. Movement of the people, the change don't come. Market woman, student, worker, all. Everybody they answer the country call. This no be joke, this no be play. Now better future we dey fight today. This no be tribe, this no be religion. Now the survival of one nation. If we no stand now, when we go stand, Nigeria future dey fine. I choose to vote for Peter Obi. Not because I love my candidates, because I love Nigeria. That we vote for Peter Obi. Not because I hate others, because I love Nigeria. I will vote for Peter Obi. Not because of the party, because I am obedient. I will vote for Peter Obi. Not because of the party, because I am obedient.
That's the sound of
my country. Now here we born, now here we grow. But waiting they happen to our land. Oh God, hear your people today. I love Nigeria, my country, my home. I like Nigeria region from village to town. East is in the forest, west is the ground, north is the farm where food they come. South na the river where fishermen they stay. Oh my lovely Nigeria, why things be this way? But as I speak now, the east know the rest. People they fear even inside their nest. Our forest for west, no safe again. Kidnapper they hide inside bush again. Ground for the north, no they produce like before. Farmers they cry, hunger they knock every door. River for south, don't dirty with oil. Fishermen they suffer for their daily toil. Oh Nigeria, what do we do to ourselves? Oh God, awaken Nigeria. Make our people open their eyes. Make justice rise like morning sun. Make the truth no longer hide. Awaken the youth of this nation. Make courage enter our soul. Nigeria go rise again. Together I go take control. Nigeria go rise again. Together I go take control. Oh, yeah. Together I go take control. Nigeria go rise again. Together I go take control. God, thank you for bringing voices where no they fear. Voices where they speak, make the truth clear. Thank you for bringing VDM where they talk the road truth. Make the country wake up, make the leaders see the youth. Give Omoye more strength to stand. Make him continue fight for the freedom of this land. Give us leader spirit like Peter Obi. Leader we go think about the people truly. Send us more promoters and bloggers like Tunde Ednu. Hey. Make truth spread fast, make lies no execute. Bless celebrities where they raise our name high. Like Burna Boy, Don Jazzy and the video in the sky. Hey. When voices join together, we go stronger past before. Now unity go open Nigeria door. North, south, east, west. Now one Nigeria we get. No tribe, no hate. Now the future we dey created. Stand up my people, make we talk through. This country belong to me and you. No fear again. No silence again. Nigeria go rise again. Together go take control. 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 Oh God, awaken Nigeria. Touch the heart of every man. From the villages to the cities, let your justice take its stand. Awaken every sleeping spirit. Make the people no give up. Together we go take our country back. Nigeria go rise up, oh my lovely Nigeria. No matter the struggle today, now here we belong. Oh, now here we go stay. Oh my lovely Nigeria. No matter the struggle today, now here we belong. Now here we go stay. And one day, this country go shine again.